As members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, we are often told to stand up for what we believe. This, however, is not always easy. My sophomore social studies teacher, Mr. Matson, was a stern-looking, no-games kind of man. He was that teacher you heard about, and then you prayed you didn't get him. The first day in his class was nerve-wracking for me. After the morning announcements, we were instructed to stand and recite the Pledge of Allegiance. As myself and my class began to stand, Mr. Matson told us to take our seats, that we would not be participating in the Pledge of Allegiance. He told us he was an atheist and he believed the Pledge of Allegiance to be a religious affirmation, and we would not be participating in his class. In retrospect, I wish I would have stood up for the Pledge of Allegiance and for its symbolic nature to not only our country, but also to God's role in its formation. We cannot take God out of this country if we want to be successful. It is only with him that we will prosper. The Pledge of Allegiance is one of the greatest symbols of our nation. The flag and the pledge boost morality and create unity within our nation. Recently, the Pledge of Allegiance has come under attack by individuals who wish to remove the words "under God." They want these words removed because they believe it amounts to coercion when we make our young children recite it in school. They believe the pledge to be unconstitutional and therefore un-American. The Pledge of Allegiance is an expression of fidelity to the United States flag and to the Republic of the United States of America. The pledge was originally arranged by Francis Bellamy in 1892 and formally adopted by Congress in 1942. The last change made to the Pledge of Allegiance was by President Dwight D. Eisenhower on June 14, 1954, when he added the words "under God." President Eisenhower said at that time, "In this way, we are reaffirming the transcendence of religious faith in America's heritage and future. It is in this way we shall constantly strengthen those spiritual weapons which forever will be our country's most powerful resource in peace and war." Do the words "under God" suggest religious coercion or advocate for a specific religion? The opposition would like you to believe that because the words reference God, they must pertain to a religion. However, the pledge's language reaffirms not only our religious heritage, but a reflection of America's civic culture. The very way in which we stand, place our hand over our heart, and turn toward the flag demonstrate a civic and historical directive. The very purpose and nature of the pledge is secular. The individual pledges his allegiance to the flag, not to any specific religion or supreme being. This affirmation remains secular to the historical belief that those who founded this nation did so under God. Our LDS prophet Joseph Smith said, "The time will come when the destiny of this nation will hang upon a single thread. At that critical juncture, this people," talking about Latter-day Saints, "will step forth and save it from threatened destruction." As members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, it is our responsibility to acknowledge the hand of God in the creation of our free nation. The nation was founded upon Christian principles, and our founding forefathers believed that God had a direct hand in its formation. For instance, Thomas Paine said, "The cause of America is, in a great measure, the cause of all mankind. Where, say some, is the King of America? I'll tell you, my friend, he reigns above." The pledge, like the Constitution, refers to God as the creator, not a redeemer. It in no way establishes a state-sponsored religion. It is a historical recognition of God's hand in America's foundation. Affirmations of God are found in our federal laws, our state constitutions, our national anthem, and even our printed currency. According to the Procon website, this country's federal codes include 68 references to God. One example includes our national motto, which is, "In God we trust." At the state level, there is also mention of God. In fact, all 50 states declare a God or a supreme being in their state constitution. For example, Utah's state constitution proclaims, "Grateful to Almighty God for liberty and life." Are the words "under God" unconstitutional? We have all, through, and then I can't do it anymore. Stop.